Hello, good morning all. Today in this video we are going to discuss regarding the continuation of the Odoo ORM methods video we have released last time. So in this video we will be discussing the rest of the ORM methods that we haven't covered in the first video. So if you go to our channel you will be able to see the Odoo ORM methods. So here you can see we have already released a video on Odoo ORM methods on July 10th. So we will be discussing about the rest of the ORM methods in this video. So here you can see I have already taken the Odoo ORM doc from the Odoo documentation. So here you can see in the URL odoo.com documentation 12.0 reference orm.html. So if you check the page, you will be getting more understanding about the all the available ORM methods. If you feel to read and understand, you can just check it out this page Odoo ORM, and if you need to switch the version, you can simply switch it from here, that is from 8 to master, which is Odoo 14. So let's start with the other ORM methods that we haven't discussed in the last video. So if I go to the PyCharm, so I'll be going into the PyCharm, and if I go to the Odoo 12 and to the custom folder, so if I scroll down, you can see this is OM Hospital module that we are continuing our development tutorials. So if I go to models and then to the appointment PY. So if you haven't watched the previous video, I will give you a brief idea. So we were explaining all the OR methods using this button. So just to explain each methods, I need to trigger a Python function. So simply I was clicking this button and triggering the functions. So if I go to the PyCharm, here you can see inside the diff action confirm. So on clicking this button, so first of all I'll be just activating the debug mode. So I'll be clicking the debugger button and I'll be activating the debug mode. So once the debug mode is activated, you can see once I place the mouse over the corresponding button, you can see the method triggered on clicking this button is action confirm. So you can see once I have placed mouse over this button, the method that called is action confirm, and here you can see action confirm. And we have explained different OR methods like search, ref, browse, exist, create, write, copy, unlink, and search count in the previous video. So we will be discussing regarding the name get, name search, default get, filtered, map, sort, pseudo with context, new, update, ensure one, IDs, search read, and user group in the video, this video. So let's start with the name get function. So first of all, regarding the name get function and name search function, those are the ORM methods by default in Odoo. So let's start. Let's see the use of these functions, that is name get and name search. So we already have released a different videos on the same. So still I will be giving a brief idea about both functions. So if I go to the UI and then to the patients, so here you can see we have got a minute one field of the patients. So first of all I'll be duplicating this tab. So if I go to the patients, here you can see we have given the name of the patient as ABC female. So if I come to the appointments, and if I, this is a many to one field, so here you can see this is a many to one field of hospital.patient. Here we are seeing the name of the patient as the combination of name plus the patient ID. So here you can see the patient ID field is name sequence and the patient name is ABC female. So we are seeing as a combination of ID, patient ID and patient name. So that's coming from the name get function. So already we have released a video on that. So if I go to the patient.py file and if I search for the name get, so if you check the file, you can see this is the name get function that we have defined. So using the name get function, here you can see we have concatenated the sequence, that is patient ID. So name seq contain the patient ID and patient name contains the patient name. So using the name get function we have concatenated the ID and the name. So what happens, let's see. So if I comment this function, so I'll be clicking commenting and I'll be restarting the service. So once you made the changes inside the Python, you have to restart the service, and let's see what happens right now. So what I have done is I have commented this code. Now if I go to the browser and if I go to the appointments now, so still here itself you can see the name has been got changed. Initially it was ABC female, before ABC female there was patient ID. So if I come here and you can see the listing of the mate one field has been got changed. Here it was coming with the ID and name, so right now it's only coming with the name. So if I need to list the records as a combination of different names or something like that, you can use the name get function. So if I uncomment this, so what you have to do is that simply you have to write at API multi diff name get and res equal like this. This is the syntax res of a initialize a dictionary list, and you can see append what you have to combination name sequence and patient name. So if I need to get the patient name first, you can just interchange, that is this you can put it here and give name seq as the last name. So the patient name is the field name of the patient. So here you can see this is the patient record. The field name is patient name and the patient ID field is name seq. So we have just concatenated those names using the name get function. So I'll be restarting the service once more, and if I come back here and if I go to the tree view form view, here you can see patient name hyphen patient ID. So this is the use of name get function inside the Odoo. So we have already made a video about that, so just we have given a detailed explanation here also. So let's move to another one, that is display name. So here you can see currently the patient ID is listed as abc female dot hp004. So what happens if I need to get the display name, that is this name from the record. Suppose we have a record of patient with its ID 14, and let's take a case where you have to get, instead of if I call, I will be explaining the code. So if I go to the PyCharm and if I go to appointments.py function upon file, and suppose what I'm looking to do is that I need to get this name. So let's see what happens right now. So the ID of the patient is 14, so I'll be using the search method. So control D to duplicate this line, and instead of search street I'll be explaining the use of search street in this video itself. So let me complete the use of display name first. So I'll be searching the record with ID 19, control Z, ID equal to 19, ID equal to 90. I'll be getting patient, I'll be giving variable name as patient, and let's see what happens if I print this patient. I'll be just adding print patient is, just restart the service as you have made changes inside the Python code. So what we have done is we have self.env model name search ID equal to 19. So we are searching the record with the ID 19, and I'm just printing what we are getting. So right now I will be going into the UI, and from the appointments I'll just call the function confirm, and if you check the log you can see we are getting hospital.appointment 19. So let's take a case where we have to get this name. So here you can see the display name, sorry, this is appointment. If I go here you can see the name is coming as abc female of this. So if I call patient.name we will be getting, or if I call patient.name seek, it's not actually name, we have to give patient name, that's our field name. So I'll be printing like this patient name and sequence. So I'll be just printing separately, and let's see how we can get it together. So I'll be going into the UI, and from the appointments I'll be just clicking the confirm button once again. So here you can see we are getting Odoo ERP HP0090. So currently it's using, we are getting in two separate fields. So there might be some case where you have to get as a single one. So let's see how we can do that. So by default we have got a field in every model which will return the rect name or the name get. So I'll be printing patient name dot display name here. So I'll be changing this label I have given in the print, display name is equal to patient dot display name. So if you check the model, so currently this is hospital dot patient model, and if you go to patient py file and if you check the models you won't see such a field. So here you can see name is there, which is contact number, name seek, gender, age group, patient name, patient age. So here you won't find a field named display name. So here you can see there is no field with the name display name. So this is a computed field which will be added into the model by Odoo. That is, you can simply call record.display name. So let's see what happens if I click the confirm button right now. So I'll be deleting the log and I'll be going into the UI, and from the UI I'll be clicking the confirm button. So I have clicked it once, and if I go here you can see display name is coming as Odoo ERP hyphen the sequence, as a combination of patient name and sequence. So what happens, let's make some changes inside the name function and see the difference here. So I'll be searching the name function here again. So name get, we have name get here. So what I will do, instead of name sequence, I'll be placing some another name. So if I go to the UI and we have got age, so instead of ID in the name, you can see it's coming as name and patient ID. So let's add the age. So here you can see the technical name of the field age is patient age. So I'll be updating the name get function, that is patient age. So that's done, and let's see what happens right now. So simply I have updated the name get function, and I'll be clicking the confirm button. So once I click the confirm button, and when I check here, you can see instead of sequence it's coming age. So the display name, so when you call record.display name, you will be getting the value which is returned by the nameget function, and if there is no nameget function, it will be returning the rect name. So if there is no rect name, it will simply return the name field. So what, let's see what happens. So I'll be commenting the rect name, sorry, nameget function. So once I remove the nameget function, and let's call self dot display name, that is instead of self we have the object here, that is object dot display name, and see what we are getting. So when we have rect name, we are getting the concatenated value. So right now I have commented the name get function, and if I go to the UI and if I click the confirm button, it will be returning display name as Odoo ERP, which is the rect name. So if I come here, you can see the rect name I have given for this model is patient name. So if I change the patient name from here, and if I give something else, it will be returning this one. And if there is no rect name defined, it will be returning the name field inside the same model. So that's all about the display name. So what we have discussed so far is we have discussed and understood what is nameget function and the use of display name. So if you need to understand more about the display name, I can tell you one thing. You can simply go to Odoo, and there is a models.py file. So if I go to Odoo, and here you have got a models.py file. So this is the file which containing everything. You can just simply go through this file, that is Odoo models.py. And if you search the display name inside this file, if I search display name, you will be getting a computed function which computes the display name. Here you can see at API depends a rect name. So it's depending on the rect name, and you can see it's also depending on the name get function. So record.display name is the names.get, that is it's depending on name get function and the rect name of the model. So in every model you will be having display name, so you can simply call record.display name to get such values inside Odoo. So we will be moving into the next method right now. So if I go to the appointments py again, here you can see we have discussed name get, and I have jumped into which one, display name. So I think I have forget to add it here. So we have discussed name get, and then we will be moving into name search method. So if I go to patients.py file, here you can see this is the name get function. I have already added a name search function for the model patient. So this is the custom file. You can see patient.py file, and here you can see this is the name for name search function that we have defined. So first of all, I'll uncomment this, sorry, I will comment it out, and I'll be coming into this topic. So I'll be just restarting the service. So the service has been got restarted. Now I'll be going into the UI, and I'll be just refreshing the view. So we'll be discussing about the name search function in Odoo. So if I go to the patients, so currently you can see the display name is coming as the combination of patient name and its age. So I think better we change it to patient ID itself. So I'll be updating the name get function. So here I will give the name seek. So I have, instead of age, I have given it back as name sequence, that is patient ID. So I have just restarted the service. Now I'll be going into the UI, and I'll be reloading the screen. So here you can see patient name and HP0014 is the patient ID. So we have successfully done that. So let's take a case. So in the hospitals, so if a patient is coming to make an appointment, the front office staff cannot always search based on the name itself. So currently if I search for, you can see in the screen we have got a record called BBB. So let's search BBB. You can see it's getting filtered based on the search key. So what happens if I search for HP004? So in the case of hospital, there will be a lot of patients with the same name. So the unique ID will be only the patient ID. So most of the front office staff will be recommended, or they will be using the ID for searching. So if I search HP004, you can see no results to show. So but there is a key. So here you can see HP004 is there. You might thought that it is small letter, so let's try with the capital case HP0. Even if I try write HP itself, no result to show. So in such cases, we have to update the name search method. That is, we have to update the name search method based on which all fields we have to make search. So by default it's searching based on the rec name itself. That is, if I search the name or something, Odoo mates, you can see it's getting searched, but when we changed it to ID, it's not getting searched. So for this purpose, we have to update the name search method. So in the name search method, what we have done is, here you can see in the domain I have specified we have to search based on name. That is, name field is the contact number. So I'll be just removing unnecessary codes from here, which I have added during that video. So simply I have mentioned in the domain, that is inside the name search function, domain equal to, we have to search based on name seek. That is, name seek is the field name of, that is technical field name of the patient ID. So if I go here, then to the patient, you can see once I place the mouse over here, you can see the technical name of the patient ID is name sequence. So we have to search based on the name sequence, that is patient ID and patient name. So earlier when we were checking, the function was commented. Right now I have removed the comment and I'll be restarting the service right now. So the service has been got restarted. Now if I go to the UI and then to the appointments, and let's see, currently you can see when I have searched HP, it was empty. So let's see what happens right now. So if I search HP004, you can see it's returning the corresponding record. So this is the use of the name search function. So I think you have understood what is name get function, what is name search function, and its use. So if you have any doubts regarding this, you can just comment it out so that we will be replying as soon as possible. So that's done. So we will be moving into the next. So if I go to the appointments.py file, here you can see default get. So next we will be discussing regarding the default get function. So in the same file, I think we have already written the default get method. So if I copy this and inside the appointments, so I think in the appointment itself we have defined, so control F, and if I search inside the here you can see this is the default get methods that we have defined. So what default get method do is that it will get executed once we load the form or once we open the record. So right now you can see I have just added a print statement here. So I'll be explaining its use once again. So I'll be removing the log. So what happens is the default get method is defined inside the model. So if you check here, you can see the model is hospital.appointment. So let's see what happens if I open the corresponding form. So I'll be closing the form, appointments form. Okay, and if I check the log, it's empty. So simply you can see the log is empty as of now. And if I open a new record, that is for create, you can see the test has been got print, which I have given inside the default get method. So if I go to the default get method, you can see print test dot dot dot. So you can see the default get method has been got executed. And what I have done inside this function, I have set the patient ID as 1, and then I have passed the default nodes as like and subscribe our channel. So let's see the UI now. You can see the registration node, which is, you can see the technical name of the field is nodes. So to the nodes I have passed like and subscribe our channel. So you can check rest of nodes equal to like and subscribe our channel. So I'll be updating the string and see the change. Please like the video. So I'll be changing the string. Please like the video, and I'll be restarting the service once again. Okay, now I will be going into the UI. I'll be going into the appointments, and if I open this, you can see the registration node has been got updated as we have changed in the default get method. So what happens if I comment it out? The default value will not be appearing. So I have just simply removed the default get method that I have added by commenting. So once you comment the code, it will be not getting executed. So let's see the difference. So if I go to the appointments and if I click on create, you can see currently the patient is coming as empty, registration node is also coming as empty. And if I uncomment this, so if I uncomment this, control Z, Control Z. You can see we are setting default value for the patient as 1 and default value for the notes as please like the video. So I'll be just restarting the service once again and open the appointments. You can see the default patient is coming as 1, record with ID 1, and registration note is also coming. So this is the use of nameget function, and if you search inside the Odoo code you will be seeing a lot of explanation. If you can simply copy default get method and simply you can search inside the models.py function, you will be getting more details. So if you search instead of default get, you can just search for default get. So here you can see default get function returns default value for the fields in fields list. Default values are determined by the context user defined. You can simply read this and understand more in detail. So I think it's not necessary for you. Simply you can understand the concept clearly from what I have explained itself. So if you can go to Odoo and models.py function, you can see all the functions will be defined here itself. So if I search for diff create, you can see the explanation for the diff create. You can see creates a new records for the model. The new records are initialized using the values from the list of digs. So you can simply read this file and get better understanding about the Odoo ORM. So that's done. So we have discussed what we have discussed so far. We have discussed regarding name get, name search, display name, and default get. So I'll be adding the display name here, else I'll be getting forgotten. So what we have covered so far is 4 topics, that is name get, name search, default get, and display name. So what we have next is filtered, mapped, and sorted. So filtered, mapped, and sorted. So if I copy filtered and if I search inside the models.py function, you can see select the record in self such that function is true and return them as a record set. So simply as we are searching using a domain, we can filter the records. So in the last video, what we have done for getting patient with a gender male, we have simply searched like this self.env model name. So if I go to the same file, so this is, you can see, so for getting female patient, so this is the code that we have added that day. So I'll be copying this, Control C, and I'll be pasting it here, and I'll be removing the comment from here. So in that video, for getting the female patient, so I'll be just remove this age filter from here which we have added. So for getting patients with the gender female, what we have done, self dot model name search, and inside the search domain we have given like this. So instead of this we can use another method called filtered. So we will be see how we can do that. So I'll be keeping it as this, and I'll be keeping Control D, filtered female patients. So I'll be explaining both together. So in this method I'll be removing the domain that I have given inside the search. So right now I am searching with an empty domain. So let's see what happens right now, and I'll be printing both ones here. Let me print it out. Print female patients, comma female patients, and also I'll be printing filtered female patients, and I will be simply restarting the service. And if I go to the UI and if I click on the confirm button, and if I come to the log, you can see the female patients is only 14 and 22. So let's verify it by going into the UI. So if I go to the patients view, here you can see the default filter is female itself, and let's check its ID. If I open it, you can see the ID is 14 and the next record is 22, which we have got here, that is 14 and 22. So using the search by giving a domain, we have filtered like this. So let's see how we can use the filtered function. So if I search inside the code, this also we have explained in another video in the same channel. So I think we have got its function inside the OM hospital module. So if I search, dot filtered inside the code, if I search inside the code, you can see this keyword filtered lambda. So I'll be just copying this, and if I paste it here, dot filtered. So along with the self.env hospital patient dot search filtered is dot gender equal to. So I'll be giving the domain here s dot gender equal to female, and let's see what's the difference. So what I have done is self.env model name dot search with an empty domain and dot filtered of s dot gender equal to female. and let's see what happens. So if I go to the UI and if I click on confirm button, we can see right now it's returning empty. Yeah, because the domain is, you can see, fe underscore mail. We have given it wrongly here. You have to search fe male. So I'll be reloading once again. And now if I go to the UI and if I click on the confirm button, and if you check the log, you can see it's both are returning same values, that is possible patient of 14,22, and same values are returned by search method with the domain and filtered. So this is the use of filtered method in the Odoo. So we will be going into the next method, that is filtered and mapped. So if I need to get a list of values, suppose I'll be removing the search method from here, sorry, filtered from here, or I'll be keeping it as such. So I'll be copying this line and I'll be pasting it here, and I'll be naming the variable as mapped patient names. So let's take a case where we have to get the list of names of the patients. So self.env model name search. After search, I'll be giving us dot mapped of patient name. So let's see what we are getting using the mapped of patient name. So I'll be printing it using a print statement. So print and comma, I'll be just restart the service right now. And if I go to the UI and if I click on the confirm button once again, and if I come back to the log, you can see mapped patient name. You can see a list of patient name like odomates, XC, VVV, GG, FF, LL, which are the name of the patients in the database. So here you can see, if I go to the tree view, or I'll be going into the tree view, that will be better. Here you can see the names are PRR, ODO ERP, ABC email, which we are getting as a list. So in the list, we'll be getting using the mapped function. So if I need to get the patient age, you can simply rewrite like this. Instead of name, you can pass patient age, and you have to restart the service. And once the service is restarted, you can go to the UI and click the confirm button again. So once I click the confirm button, you can see mapped patient name. You can see we are getting list of age of the patients. So this is the use of mapped function inside the Odoo. So if you need to get more idea about this, you can simply go to the models.py function and just search for diff mapped. You can see the explanation or the corresponding function here, which returns the functionality. Apply function on all records in self and return the result as a list or record set. If return record set, you can just simply go to the models.py function and read it out. So we have discussed filtered and mapped, and we have one more left there, that is sorted. So let's see how we can use the sorted function. So there might be some case where we have to sort the patients based on its age. So once we printed it here, you can see we are getting in different order, that is 25, 25, which is decreasing, and 21. So let's take a case where we have to get the list of patient age in a sorted way. So I can simply give, I think I can give it like this, using dot sorted. So let's search inside the Odoo for the dot sorted method. Yeah, you can just give like let me search for an example, dot sorted of key. I'll be trying this, Control C, and I will be pasting it here, patient age. I'll be removing the reverse true first. Simply I have updated the condition as self.env model name dot search sorted of, how to sort based on the patient age dot mapped age. So let's see. So currently you can see we got like this in a not an order. You can see 35 is coming here, 35 is here. So let's restart the service. Let's go to the UI, click the confirm button, and if you come to the log, you can see we are getting the age in a sorted format, that is 00, that is from smallest to highest. So if I need to get from highest to lowest, we can simply give what we have removed here, that is reverse true. So once you get a reverse true, you will be getting in the opposite direction. So I'll be splitting it into two, that is FG. I'll be giving a simple name, and if I print this, I'll be showing both at once, that is with reverse equal to true and without reverse equal to true. So I'll be restarting the service once again, and I'll be removing the log. So you can see currently it's empty. I'll be going into the UI, and if I click the confirm button, we can see the first order which we have given without reverse equal to true, that is from ascending to highest, and once we give reverse equal to true, it's coming from highest to lowest. So this is the use of sorted key and mapped key. So you can use all it together. And if you need to add filter, suppose right now it's all the patients, suppose in this case itself, if you have to filter the females, I can simply copy it here, Control C, and I can paste it here. So what we are searching inside, searching the model dot filtered dot sorted and dot mapped. So let's see what happens right now. So once we give this condition, we will be getting only two records, that is 14 and 22. Those are the female. So let's go here and see. You can see FG patient name is 3535. So I think the age of the both female patients inside the database is 35. So if I go here, you can see age is 35, and here also age 35. So that's all about filtered, sorted and mapped inside the Odoo. So I'm telling, if you have any doubts or something, you can just simply refer this file for better understanding of the old Odoo ORM functionalities. You can see diff sorted, return the record self overridden by the key. So you can specify based on which field you have to sort. You can tell it by key equal to patient.age. So that's all about sorted. Now we will be discussing regarding sudo with context new update. I think I cannot complete the full today itself because it's still getting long. So I'll be explaining the use of sudo first. So I'll be copying sudo and I will be directly going into the models folder. And if I search diff sudo, so here you can see if we call sudo, this function will be getting executed, and see what happens. Returns a new version of this record set attached to the provided user. By default, the returns super user. That is, we will be using sudo to bypass the record rules and access rights. So if you know we will be facing some access rights issues, and due to configuration or using the record rules or something, we might face some access error while we are trying to read some records, throws us access error. So in such cases, if we need to bypass some record rules or access rights, we can use sudo. Here you can see in the note, using sudo could cause data access to cross the boundaries of record rules, probably by mixing records that are meant to isolate it. Then if you check inside the Odoo code, you can see a lot of use of it. If I search inside finding path and if I search for .sudo, you can see a lot of its use cases. So actually the use of sudo is not a recommended method. So instead of using sudo, we have to give correct access rights and record roles, so which will be easy. So what happens if you use sudo? It will bypass the record roles and access rights. So simply you can use it like this. I will be showing an example. So if I go to here and if I search female patients, you can apply sudo simply like this: self.env model name .sudo. You can simply give like this sudo, which will bypass all the record roles. So if you need to bypass some record roles, you can simply give .sudo like this. So you can get the explanation from here, which will bypass the record roles. So that's all about the sudo. And if I go to, so what happens is, if right now I have executing this function as administrator, currently you can see right now I'm clicking this button as administrator. So what the search method returns is those records for which the current user have the access rights. So the search method will be returning those records for which the current user have the permission. So once I think I can give you some clarification on the sudo method. So what happens, I think I will give you just, I cannot show an example currently. Suppose I have logged in the database as administrator. So if administrator is accessing the patients, he can currently, you can see administrator can access all the 17 records. So if some another user in the system logged in, they might not have access to all the records. They might be seeing the patients inside their department or those patients under their surveillance. So the search method will be returning the records for which they have access. So once you give sudo before the search method, it will be bypass all the record rules and access rights and will return all the records in the database So that's the use of sudo. So if I go to the next method, that is with context. So we'll be discussing with the use of with context. So if I go to the models.py file, and if I search for diff with context, you can see the usage of with context here. With context, return a new version of the record set attached to an extend context. So here you can see how the record set is changed. I'll be explaining this later. So if I search inside the Odoo code, Odoo 12, and if I find in path, and if I search for with context, you can see while we are calling the sequence, they have used with context. And for getting time zone, or what I can say an example is for the with context. Suppose if I need to search, currently you can see all the values are searched inside the I think let me search for a better example. With context, find in path with context lang. Here you can see if I need to search, currently we are getting or searching based on a particular language. If I need to get a result in a, normally if I search to the database, the results will be coming in English, which is my default language. So if you need to get the results in user's language or some other specified language, so in some cases you might need to get the results in Arabic or some another language. So in that case you can specify those languages inside the context like this. So I will just simply copying this one, Control C, and what I will do in this search with context search. So I'll be just removing the sudo. With context language, you can specify which language we have to search. So I'll be going into the UI, and from the settings I'll be going into the translation and to the languages. And currently you can see I have only activated the English language. So if I activated the Arabic, so basically activate, I have so activated the Arabic language. So you can see we have two active languages currently, and I'll be copying this locally code ARSY, and I will be placing it here. That is, I have to search based on, that is using the context Arabic. I have to get the result in Arabic. So I'll be showing you the difference using with context and without context. So I'll be keeping one line with without context and another one with context. Female patients context. Sorry, I have to give it here, and here we don't have the context. So I'll be showing you the difference, how the search method behave when there is context and when there is no context. So first, in first line we haven't used with context ARSY. So I'll be restarting the service once again. So it's not finished, we have to come here, and first of all we have to load the translation. So I'll be loading the translation for the Arabic. Overwrite existing terms and click on the load button. So let's wait until this has been got loaded. Close. So successfully Arabic language has been added into the UI. So if I go to the hospital menu and then to the patients, and if I click on here, first of all, for this purpose we had to make the fields translatable, so that only we can understand the difference. So if I go where we can go, if I go to invoicing and to the configuration, or let me go to the products. So if I go to the inventory, I go to the inventory and to the product categories. Here you can see along with this field name you are getting a button to change the string. You can see the language is Arabic, and you can see enter the translation value. So I'm not going into this one now. So instead of searching from the hospital dot patient, I'll be searching from the product category. So here we have a good example so that I can show you the difference. So I'll be explaining the product dot category, and here I will be changing. Right, currently I'm going, instead of searching into the patients, I'm searching in the model product dot category. And from here I'll be removing the domain, because the gender field will not be there inside this model, so I have to update the domain. So simply I'll be keeping an empty domain. So I have removed. Let the okay, I will be changing the product, it's also to the product category. So I'll be updating the variable name to product category of context. So let's see what happens right now. So I'll be printing both here, print this one, and let's see what is the results that we are getting. . And right now if I print like this, you will not see the difference because we will be getting only the record set. So still I will be start here. I will click on the confirm button, and if you check right now, you can see there is no difference because it's simply a record set. So we have to change the operation type here. So I'll be adding a mapped what I will be giving name, mapped name, which we have discussed right now. So this will give us the list of names of the product category. So I'll be restarting the service once again, and I'll be going into the UI and clicking the confirm button once again. And if I come back here, you can see the difference. So here you can see we are getting all the product names in Arabic. You can see this is without context, that is we are normally searching, and it will be returning all consumable, deliveries, expense, internal, saleable, events, office furniture, service, saleable, etc. And once we pass the context with context language as Arabic, you can see the result, that is all the results are getting in the Arabic language. So this is the use of with context. So along with the language, we can pass different things in the context. So as a basic illustration here, and it's a long video, I am not going into explain it detail. So I think I can make a separate video of context itself because it's a deep topic, and which we can discuss in detail, because in context itself we can pass different objects from one place to another, and we can pass the time zone of the user, so that the dates will be getting returned in the user's time zone. So I think we can be discussed detailed regarding the context in another video. So I think you have understood, that is you can see product category of context is returning in Arabic, and once we pass the languages ARSY, that is Arabic, you can see the difference. So I think it's time for us to wind up this video. So what we have, I think I will sum up what we have discussed so far in this video. So we have started with the name get, we have explained the use of display name, then we have gone into the name search, we have discussed default get, filtered, mapped, sorted, pseudo with context. So I think there are still a lot of ORM methods. So if you go to the models.py function itself, you can see and understand. I think most of the people are looking for the fields view get function. Fields view get, you can get idea from here itself, or I think I will be making it in the next video. So I think it's not getting finished in a single video, because you can see the they have explained it here itself, that is fields view get, the parameters are explained. So I'll be explaining such functions in the next video. And there is more function like a search read, which I was planning to explain in the video itself. So before starting to prepare this video, I have tried with that. You can see search read. So I think it's already long video, so I think I can explain the search read and what we have left. Search read, new update, ensure one IDs user has booked in the coming next video of the Odoo ORM. So if you have any doubts, suggestions or feedback regarding what we have discussed in this video, please comment it out or reach us over the email, that is odoomates@gmail.com, and you can comment it out. You can see for the last video that we have released regarding Odoo ORM, we got a better support from the community, that is we have got around this much likes and a lot of good comments explaining the same. So if you feel the videos are helpful, you can simply like the video, and please do comment it out and subscribe the channel for getting notified regarding all the upcoming videos. So that's it for now. Have a nice day. Thank you.